Okay, second graders. So right now you're in a book club with The Beast is in Miss Rooney's room. I can certainly have mine. And you're up to chapter 2, right?
Yes.
Great.
Where's my bookmark go?
So that's my book, so you can borrow mine. I don't know where yours, oh, yours must be right here, and honey, that's yours, okay? All right, so I'm going to show you something today that I want you to try out. And this is a menu card. It's a menu card with different things that you can do, different topics that you can discuss as a group about the 2 chapters that you've read so far. So let me go through what these are on the menu card. So the first one is, what is your character thinking? What is your character thinking? So you have the main character, Richard, in this story, right? And you have to, maybe what is he thinking during different parts of the text, okay? And we will certainly always have to back it up with what? Proof.
Yeah, and text.
Great.
Oh,
Yes, tap.
we have tap.
Turn it around.
Answer the question.
Prove
Prove
it.
it.
Prove it. Right, you gotta prove it. All right, Owen, you got it. Now, another thing we could talk about is how does your character respond to major events or challenges? So in chapter 2, something did happen with Richard, and maybe we can talk about that here. And then here we have determine the meaning of words and phrases. So if there's a new word that we came across in chapter 1 or 2, we can talk about how we figured that word out. And then the last one is, how did your character change? So maybe Richard didn't really change so far. Right. But he probably will change as you read more. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this menu down right here in the middle so everyone can see it. And what I'm going to ask you to do right now is you're going to take turns, and you can decide amongst yourself. Whoever has an idea about how you want to start the discussion can simply start and use one of these clues or prompts to help you start your discussion. And then other people are going to start to either piggyback. Do you know what I mean when I say piggyback? No, that sounds funny.
Pay me back.
No, not pay me back, but you're going to add on, right, Owen, you're going to add on to what someone says, right? Or you can start a new comment, too. So, I'm going to be looking for how you talk with one another, how you share with one another, how you listen to one another. And I'm going to be pretty quiet right now, okay? I'm just going to let you guys talk about chapters 1 and 2. Who's going to lead us off in our discussion
Not me. I
today?
always have to start in a classroom.
Who's going to lead us off?
I always have to be the first.
I'll do it in chapter 2.
Not it.
You don't have to do it in chapter 1 or, it doesn't have to be chapter 1 or 2, any of the chapters.
Not it. We only got 1 and 2.
Right, so it can be anything from 1 and 2, and you can talk about any one of these things. Okay, honey, why don't you start us off, okay?
I'm gonna choose. What is your character thinking? Richard's thinking. Richard's thinking to go in that bathroom and help the first grader because the first grader is sad. Well, he's not really thinking it, but he's doing it.
Yeah, he's doing. You are totally.
Okay.
You're totally reading my mind. Richard is thinking in chapter 2 that his old class does not like him anymore.
They don't.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense.
I thought I heard somebody had an idea in the story.
I thought Kevin was
in
nice.
chapter.
I think I have.
I have
if-
one.
If he, then I asked.
Let's see here. What was the character thing? So, he goes to play outside with his old class and goes to play baseball with the old class at recess. And so they say no, like people who, like if you were in second grade and you had to stay back, they said no stay backs, and so I'm pretty and the he made up a lie.
That he was the first grader.
And he made up a lie that Miss Ring mixed up the marks, and that actually wasn't true. So that's kind of what the character was actually thinking in the story.
They're thinking he
You
lied.
were totally leaving behind.
You were
not helping
totally awesome.
Well,
I kind of read your mind, didn't I?
yes, you totally did. He went past the bathroom and he saw this boy washing his hands, and he said hi, and he thought he was like a midget, and he said hi, and the boy looked like he was about to cry. So then he was thinking that he was afraid, since it was his first day of first grade.
I think he should be crying.
I'm
'cause they
guessing-
called him a midget.
He was thinking that. Okay, you go.
You guys all read my mind.
Okay, come on. I'm guessing the little boy was scared because I'm guessing in that school they didn't do kindergarten in our school, just like in our school.
I wouldn't leave my mom.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to stop right now because what I noticed was that Avery had given an example of the playground incident where Richard was trying to play with his old class,
And you made up a lie.
and he made up a lie. Now, I want you guys...
He's in trouble.
He made up a lie because he didn't want to... he was embarrassed, right?
Yeah, he
was
He made
embarrassed.
up 2 lies.
He said he was in 4th grade and he said his dad was
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
That was Emily.
yeah.
The
Okay.
party girl.
But he was embarrassed because he stayed back, and he didn't want the other kids to think that he stayed back because he wasn't smart, and so he made up the lie. And Avery gave that piece of evidence, right?
Yes.
So that's what I want you to do when you choose one of your discussion topics from your menu card, is to provide evidence. And in fact, I think that's going to be something that we add to this menu card.
Doing a reading test?
Is nope, not during a discussion, right? A discussion of the book. The next thing that we're going to add on here is what is your character thinking, and provide evidence. Now, what else I noted before I let you go on to continue with another discussion topic, the other thing that I noted is that a lot of you agreed with what the other person was saying, and that's perfectly fine if that's what you're thinking. If you don't agree, though, it is okay to say, I don't agree, and then explain why you don't agree. Okay? So I'm going to have you guys start another discussion here. So we were talking a lot about what is your character thinking, and let's look at some other parts of our menu card that we could use to start a discussion. Anna, you want to start?
I have a question. Why is that flower staring at me?
Do you want to have, do you want to start? Okay, Ayana's going to start.
I'm gonna use how did the character change? At first, in the beginning of the story, he wasn't afraid of Emily, and now he kind of is because she almost kicked him.
And her dad's a
She-
cop.
Yes, and she almost kicked him in the shin. It was really close.
She just missed it. Okay, I will do. You don't need to hold it that close up to your face. I can't see that. Actually, I can't see what. But this is small. Okay. Okay. Richard responds by what his class. Okay, I just forgot what I was gonna say.
It's okay.
I know what I'm gonna say.
Okay, honey.
I'm gonna use how does your character respond? How does your character respond?
Mm-hmm.
At first, I'm not sure if it was first in the first chapter or second. First, Richard wasn't a liar. And then at the end of the chapter, they called him left back liar.
He called.
Because he started to lie, but first he didn't lie, and then at the end he changed. And then since he lied, since he got left back, the one in his grade, they called him a left back liar.
Actually, he called himself that. Oliver.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, did you make that flower? It's staring at me.
It's also staring at me.
Keep focused. Okay.
Okay. I think I have it now. What was I going to say again?
You said you were going to do that one.
No. He said he didn't know. Okay.
Okay.
That one